guys, it's Ellie and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about this book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Now, this book is a bit old-fashioned, but it is still relevant in today's times because financial things have become even more complicated today than it were back then. So you must be reading this book to have a better analysis. However, if you have read a lot of books on finances and how to manage your finances and how to grow rich, you may skip this one because most of the books have all these lessons already. So I will probably tell you guys about the best ones from this book. But before we get into this video, I must tell you that this video is sponsored by R.K. Mohapatra, the author of Investment, Risk and Growth and Retirement Planning. Personally, I like this book more because I want to know about investments, what kind of investment will be right for me, what kind of risks are there in different kinds of investments, and what type of growth I'll get. So this book is pretty simple, it is very comprehensive, and even if you don't know much about economics or finances, you will understand it. It's very simple. And retirement planning is definitely a good read if you are in your 30s. Now, retirement is something that you can start planning for as early as your 20s, but I think it will be better if you read it around your 30s because now you have just started earning. But according to Mohapatra, you should be focused on your retirement because it is something that we don't really care about, and by the time it's already here, we are totally unprepared. So even though I will say that 30s is the best time to invest for your retirement, you can start doing that anytime. You can also give this book to your parents because it's a very, very good book. Something that is very good about Mohapatra is that he writes in a really simple manner so that anybody who reads it can understand, and I'll attach the links to both these books in the description below. You may grab them in case you want to grow rich because investments are very crucial to get rich in life. Now, without any further ado, let me tell you guys how to think and grow rich. Now, if you want to grow rich, the very first thing that Napoleon Hill talks about is that you need to have a burning desire. Like, you need to have a burning desire for getting rich, or for something rather, because when you have a burning desire for something, it will drive you like crazy. Now, maybe I am interested in literature, but I am studying medical. I will not feel that burning passion to pursue something, and that will directly affect my earnings. Now, you may say doctors earn way more, but I have seen doctors who are not earning much because they don't practice well, because they don't really like what they are doing. So don't do anything that you're not passionate about. Instead, go for something that drives you crazy, and that pursuit will definitely make you rich, because when you're doing something that you love, you may have to work more than you actually will, but then that work will not even seem like work because you're enjoying it. It will seem like a game, it will seem something so fun, and you will be enjoying the process. The second most important lesson in this book is that you should be around people who inspire you. You should be around people who improve you. A study said that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So it's likely that if you are spending time with gamblers, you are a gambler yourself. In case you are spending time with scholars, you are a scholar yourself. And that's basic logic, and I love this lesson so much. I had heard about it even before I read this book, so it was not very new for me, but it may be new for you. And if it is, make sure that after you watch this video, you think about the 5 people you spend the most time with. Are they driving you towards your goal, or are they soul suckers? Soul suckers are people who are just driving you out of energy and they are not doing anything fruitful in your life. Stay away from soul suckers and invest your time in people who will actually improve your life. In case you want to be a teacher, talk with teachers, talk with people who want to be teachers. In case you want to write a book, talk with writers, talk with people who have written books or people who want to write books. In case you want to be a doctor, talk with doctors, ask them about what kind of books they read, what is their favorite subject. It will give you so much insight. So mix with the people who will drive you towards your goal, and that will help you so much to grow rich in future because you're thinking all the time before you go ahead with a friendship, and that friendship or relationship will be so fruitful. Hill also asks you to write a few lines that drive you. You may write lines like stay healthy, get this job done before 5 a.m. in the morning, jog for 30 minutes, read a book for 2 hours, and read out these lines to yourself every day. When you write these motivational lines that are going to drive you towards your goal, you're going to feed your thoughts. You're going to remind yourself continuously what your goals are, and that is so important. A big reason why social media is so bad is that it distracts us from our goals. We see pictures of lovely people eating lovely food and we want to be lovely conventionally. We want to have amazing food like them, and in the process we forget what our basic goal was. I may want to be a medical student, and if I don't study and spend my time having food and doing makeup and going and hanging out with friends, I know these things are important, but if I spend all my time doing this, I'm not going to go and reach my goal. So if I am reciting these things every morning, that I need to study, that I need to do this and that, my thoughts will be thinking about it all the time. It will be embedded in my subconscious mind, and I will be going towards my goal more confidently. Also, there are a lot of things we know about, but it's more important to apply the knowledge that we have in real life, because knowing something is not enough. You may have the whole knowledge of the entire universe, but if you don't apply it in your life and you don't make life better for those around you, is that of any use? You will grow rich only if you provide value to the world. So ask yourself, what value are you giving to others? If you are inventing a cure for a disease, you are giving value to people, you are giving them life. And that's exactly why you'll become rich, because you are giving people value. So you have to make yourself able to deliver value to the world. Now, if you can't deliver value to the world, that's not anybody else's problem but yours. So another thing that I want you to do after watching this video is think about all the things that you've learned, and then think, have you ever applied it in your real life? So you know about thousands of ways to save money. Have you actually used them? You know eating less food outside will help you, but do you actually do that? Think about these things and you will understand how you can grow rich immediately if you only applied what you already know. And the last thing that I want you guys to think about is that you should be specializing in one field and not be a jack of all trades and master of none, because that sounds cool, that sounds really cool, jack of all trades, master of none, but it's not intelligent, it's not genius. You must be specializing in one field. You don't want a doctor who knows about everything but does not specialize in anything. That's why doctors have to specialize in several things. You don't want a teacher who knows about everything but does not know about a particular subject very well. That's why we have teachers of different subjects in different classes, because specialized knowledge is more important than extreme knowledge but in diverse fields. Obviously, if you are specializing in anything, you need to know about other things too, but specialization is much more important, and I have applied this to my own life. I used to do so many things at the same time, but right now I'm only focused on books, learning and making YouTube videos, and that has helped me so much. Before this, I used to be so out of time. I used to be so frustrated with life because I was always stressed out because I had so much work to do. But right now I'm only focused on one thing, and that's helping me a lot. So in case you are doing the same, please don't do that anymore. Start specializing in one thing that you love, that you are passionate about, and that you have a burning desire about. One thing that I forgot to tell you guys was that Napoleon Hill talks about having an idea, and then you meet someone who has another idea. You collaborate and you create a bigger idea, and that idea may change your life. This video is totally not sponsored by Idea. But the thing is, yeah, a collaborative idea may be much better than a single idea. So be on the watch out for people who are in the same field as you are, and it may totally change both of your lives. So these were the main takeaways according to me from the book Think and Grow Rich. You can grab an audiobook of this book from Storytel, and you can get a 30-day free trial by clicking the link in the description below. So please go there and click the link. It's totally free for the first 30 days. After that, you will be charged $2.99 per month, and you can cancel anytime if you don't like it. But I really think you will, because I listened to this audiobook on Storytel itself and it was so good. I listened at 2x speed and it took me hardly 4 hours to finish it. It's very, very productive, and I absolutely love it, so I hope you will too. In case you want to grab a physical copy, this book is available more or less all the time at around 70 rupees on Amazon, so you may go for it because it's an asset. And in case you guys like me and enjoy what I do, make sure that you're hitting the subscribe button, make sure you're hitting the like button on this video, because I had to shoot this video again because the previous video was really bad in audio quality. So I hope that you guys like this video, because I was not ready to put that video up because yeah, I want to give you the best content that I can. But it's really difficult to manage to do all this while still studying, because I'm studying right now. I'm only in the second year of my college life, and it's really hectic to manage a YouTube channel at this time. So in case you enjoy what I do and you want me to improve what I do, make sure you're becoming a patron on patreon.com. My Patreon page is in the description below. You can become a patron at any amount that is in the tiers, and you'll get many additional benefits. And I'll be very happy if you decide to be a patron of mine, because I share a deeper connection with my patrons. Special thanks to my current patrons Shankar and Muhammad Izhar. Thank you so much for being my patrons, and I hope that I'll see more people joining my patron list in the future. And till my next video, bye bye.